For brass, I will bring gold, and for iron, I will bring silver, and for wood, brass, and for stones, iron. I will also make thy officers peace, and thine exactors righteousness. Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders. But thou shalt call thy walls salvation, and thy gates praise.
Let my soul bless Yahweh, the great King. For Jerusalem shall be built up with sapphires and emeralds and precious stones, thy walls and towers and battlements with pure gold. And the streets of Jerusalem shall be paved with beryl and carbuncle and stones of Ophir. And all her streets shall say, Hallelujah, and they shall praise him, saying, Blessed be Yahweh, which have extolled it forever.
For brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron. I will also make thy officers peace, and thine exactors righteousness.
The Lord promised better things for us, okay? Because the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, has a favorite people. And he's going to give this favorite people a heavenly kingdom. A kingdom that's blueprinted and formatted and patterned after his mind. How he want a kingdom to be.
For brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron. I will also make thy officers peace, and thine exactors righteousness.
Revelation chapter 21, verse 18. And the building of the wall of it was of jasper, and the city was pure gold, like unto clear glass.
All right. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to us younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutations. Hopefully, they got there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, pushing and get up out of it. Shalom to the hopeful leg, the believers, the listeners who may have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, we're GMS Mississippi camp coming with another weekly lesson. All right, in the news, okay, and going into the false hope, all right, that America, has received in the form of the inauguration, okay, of Donald Trump, not knowing, okay, that the elites, okay, have this man set up, okay, to win the trust of the masses, to lead them into, all right, a dystopian, okay, new world order, okay. So the beloved brother Lamont has a few videos we're going to go into, but just to set the tone, all right, because we're in the spirit of watching. There's always something going on, especially now. We know Donald Trump, his last 4 years when he was president, he was very active. He was very active when it came to foreign policy. He was very active when it came to the division, okay, and that controversy, that was stirred up domestically. And we know that this man, has a very lively, controversial spirit, okay, for his role, for his position, okay. So this is the time to be on watch, as these things lead to prophecy being fulfilled, okay. So you can read that, bro.
Ezekiel 3:17.
Yeah, you read out the screen.
Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 17, it says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
Yep. So we've been made watchmen, to the house. All right. And ultimately, the house of Israel in this time speaks of the elect. All right, which is the house of David that's being gathered. All right. And the Lord has put the spirit on particular men to be watchmen, to look out into the earth and see what's going on and filter it through the scriptures. All right. And make these things plain, okay, unto the church, man. Okay. So we're just going to get into some things, and Lord will, you brothers, all right, and you sisters are edified. Did you have anything, Lamont, before I went into the video?
No, bro, you got it.
Okay, cool. All right. Let's play this one. So we know Trump, he's all right, been heaping up dust. He's been kicking up dust, these last few months, saying what he's going to do when he's getting into office. And one of the main things that people have their eyes open is these tariffs, on Canada and Mexico. He's calling, Canada a state now, saying it's going to be a state of America, saying he's going to change the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. So, he comes in, as we spoke about, with this spirit of controversy and sensationalism. Okay. And people don't understand the effects that these things can have. Okay. Now it can go both ways, as we're going to play it and then we're going to expound on it.
America's long and close relationship with Canada is on full display in California this week, where our neighbors to the north dispatched firefighters and airplanes to help with the wildfires. But Canada's assistance comes at a unique time, when President-elect Donald Trump is threatening to impose steep tariffs on Canadian imports and dismissively calling Canada the 51st state. Kirsten Hillman is Canada's ambassador to the United States. She joins us now. Ambassador, welcome to the NewsHour. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. It's great to see you.
Let me ask you about these comments from President-elect Trump, calling Canada the 51st state, talking about annexing Canadian territory. What is your response to those comments, and how are they resonating in Canada?
Well, I think that Canadians, to your second question, have enjoyed a little bit of teasing back and forth for a while. There's a pivot more recently that's been a bit tougher, and I think that's probably landing less well. But I think really what matters here is that the president-elect, he's a negotiator, and he's trying to set the stage for a discussion. And he clearly wants to have a discussion with us around things that matter to him, like the border and perhaps other issues around the economy. And we're ready for that discussion. And we're not, I think it's important not to confuse maybe some of the dynamics of setting himself up for that discussion and really the substance that has to come next.
You called it teasing and also this pivot. We should mention, after Prime Minister Trudeau announced that he was stepping down, it seemed like Mr. Trump doubled down on a lot of that language. He's also talked about using economic force to annex part of Canada. He's talked about buying Greenland, controlling the Panama Canal. I mean, what do you make of all that expansionist language? Is it posturing, or is there a real threat there?
Well, I can't speak for Greenland or Panama, but for Canada, my impression is, and we talked to people around him, and we worked with him. I've been ambassador since the previous Trump administration and worked with him under the NAFTA, the renegotiation of the NAFTA. I think he is, as I say, he's a negotiator, and he's positioning himself for the beginning of those negotiations, as are we. And I just look forward to actually getting down and talking substance with the United States.
So in terms of how you're getting ready, obviously these two nations are each other's largest trading partners. Mr. Trump is threatening 25% tariffs on all Canadian imports. What would be the impact of tariffs of that size on Canada's economy, and how would Canada respond?
So first, I think it's important to point out that when this proposal, if you will, came from the president around potentially adopting 25% tariffs on all Canadian imports into the United States, it was on the basis of border security. And since that time, we have, listened to what he said, and we have put forward a very expansive $1.3 billion plan to buy new helicopters, additional physical resources, additional personnel. We are proposing, in the U.S. Incoming administration has reacted very positively to that, a Canada-U.S. task force, a strike force on the fentanyl crisis. So we are trying to lean in to actually a cooperation and a partnership on a topic that's very important to us. It's border. It's got two sides. It's as important for us for that border to be safe and secure and crime-free as it is for Americans.
So you can see, all right, Trump putting them pressure on these folks, man. Okay, because like I say, it can go either way. Now, Trump can put these tariffs on Canada, which cause, the price of goods to go up that come from Canada, or he can renegotiate a deal where American people actually win. It can go both ways. All right, because the fact that Canada has already got plans in place to spend 1.3 billion on the border lets you know that they must have more to lose than America, man. Okay, so Trump coming in, he kicking up dust, and they doing a great job of propping him up as a hero. You had the TikTok ban, 3-4 hours yesterday, and then magically, Donald Trump. All right, they say Donald Trump got it back going, and now you see he's putting economic pressure, okay, on these nations. He's saying that he's going to start the ERS, the External Revenue Service, and he's going to start patting the pockets of these other countries and bringing that money back to America, man. Okay, so this can go, either way. America could see a little prosperity, okay, but then it can go way bad to where shit can hyperinflate. So we just watching and seeing, man. Did you have something to say, Lamont, or you won't have a precept?
Well, I was just thinking about that. I think it's Daniel the 7th chapter. How
he looked
he
more
speak
stout.
great things, huh?
Oh, he looked more
Well, I was
stout.
just thinking about it. Yeah. How it's looking more stout than his fellows. I was just thinking, man, and that's how he doing. He telling these Americans all this good stuff he's supposed to do. Like he brought out, calling the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America, and telling Canada, that they're gonna be the 51st state. I mean, that sounds like he finna try to start something, man. Like he finna start deboing people. Cause that's like me telling one of y'all brothers, you know what I'm saying, your house will be my second house. How the hell am I gonna make that happen, man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's in that bully tyrant type of mindset, man. Them draconian laws he's gonna start bringing, those things are gonna be cruel, man. So man, Trump finna really bamboozle people, man. Just like the Elder Squad did the video about the poem he did, the Snake and the Woman poem, man. He said it's about the border. People don't understand. This man is speaking in code, man. And then when a lot of people hear, he's letting people know that you trusted me. I done told you all these things that I'm gonna do for you. You trusted me, but I'm gonna show you right now. I'm the devil that people speak about, man. I'm the devil that's serpent in the Bible, man. I'm the one who speak with the forked tongue. And you people finna learn it the hard way. That's why the scripture says, never trust thy enemy. Like iron rusted swords his wickedness, man. This man, as many scriptures, can a leopard change his spot? It's not gonna happen, man. This man is the devil. It's his DNA. He's the wicked. He's not gonna do anything that's gonna benefit the people, man. He's looking to forward his agenda, and people are gonna find that out, man.
Come on, bro. You can read that, bro. You got that Daniel for you. You got it, bro.
It's Daniel chapter 7 and verse 20. It says, and of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom 3 fell.
Yeah, those 3. Speaking about the British, the French, and the Spanish in America, became the superpower of this beast system. Go ahead.
Even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things.
And Trump is a very he's a good representation of precepts that go into the pride, all right, that symbolizes America, man, that embodies America. Like Trump embodied these things, And through America, there's been policies pushed in the earth. All right, he's been speaking great things, okay, as far as what he wants to do, what he plans on doing, the direction that he wants the earth to go in. And he had used America, to be a platform, okay, to speak, very great things in the earth, man, and mainly the rebellion against righteousness, man. You got
Con, and whose look was more stout than his fellows.
You got Lamont going to look more stout than his fellow.
And that's it, man. I mean, because you look up stout in the etymology, it goes into arrogant and haughty, man. So he's a person who this man he's the type of person who looks in the mirror and he's just a god to himself. Yeah, he's the big dog on the campus, man. I know I was looking at the inauguration earlier and he was singing, man. You see the way he closed his eyes is like he was just sucking it all in, man. Like, this is him. It's crazy, man, how proud this man is, man. And then his second go around, the second go around for the devil, oh man, he's finna tap dance on people's dreams, man. People are finna really lose, man, because he's not finna he's talking about the policies or the executive orders he's finna sign and the different things he's finna reverse, man. Whatever he reverses is gonna be something that's gonna cause conflict, like the where it's only two genders again. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna start causing conflict. Trying to get people who the illegals pushed back out to go back to their countries, man. This is gonna start bringing forth conflict and friction, man. Which is gonna end up leading to what? Martial law. Because people are gonna start losing their shit, man. Because when you add the other stuff that's going on, inflation, the famine that's coming, because people can't afford to eat, people losing their homes. You still got, wildfires breaking out. It's gonna start being the sleeper cells, gonna crank it up. Who knows what's gonna happen, from this point on since this devil's in office, man. But we know through the spirit of power, how about Shimi Al-Shai, more prophecies are gonna come to pass, man.
Come on, bro. And y'all brother had something before we go to the next video?
Kind.
What you had, Lot?
You can give me Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5.
Habakkuk 2 and 5.
Kind.
Oh, you got it, bro.
God, this is the book Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5. It says, yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keep it at home, who enlargeth his desires as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathered unto him all nations, and heaped unto him all people.
And that's you can see that scripture on these people, especially the face of America right now. What you saying about Canada? What you saying about these Mexico? You just look at him. He's proud, and they're gonna do all this by what? Death. These draconian laws are gonna be so strict. You step out of the line, you getting knocked off. These people are not satisfied until what? They have it all, until they claim it all. They want every nation under the sun to worship them, to know that they are the best, to know that they are the superpower. They proclaim themselves as God.
Come on, bro. That was all you had on there, bro?
That's all I wanted.
Okay, come.
Hey,
you had
bring
something?
up 6 and bro. So like go and bring up verse 6.
Okay, come. Habakkuk 2 and 6. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his, how long, and to him that laid it, himself with thick clay.
Con, woe to him that increases that which is not his. The Gulf of Mexico is not his. You know what I'm saying? Canada is not his, but he still is determined to overtake and heaping these things unto himself, man. You know, this is what this devil do, man. Shows you that, you know what I'm saying, this is still part of the Roman Empire, man. They continually want to take and conquer over people, man, and their land. You know? That's all I had, brother.
Come on, bro. You had something, Yum Yacht? Unmute, bro.
Yeah, bro. I ain't had no precept, but I wanted to say real quick. Hey, this one of the first things this man did before he came in office was he so-called gave hope to the people. You know, all the people yesterday that was losing their fucking mind over this damn app, you know, being banned or whatnot. So he came in and, you know, played the hero, you know, but it's so much other shit that it's so much other shit that they finna lose their minds about, man. And because this right here, in the TikTok, that's just some shit that's small, you know.
Does it make kind of order of chaos?
Come on, bro. So I got a video going into what you just said. I'm gonna go get that for you. Speaking of how he's been, you know, brought in as under the banner of a hero. All right. And we know what the scriptures say. You know, the simple believe every word. You know, it's easy to give because America are a bunch of big children. You know, so it's easy to present them, you know, a superhero. Okay. Esau can pull a character out of his ass and make him a superhero to the masses, man. Okay. Because American people are just so desperate, you know, to get back to the convenience. Okay. Get back to, you know, the thriving middle class. But those things are a thing of the past. Okay. And like brother's been going into, he went into this poem about the snake, not understanding that he was talking about himself. And you people are the woman who brought the snake in, you know, and cared for the snake. All right. And nursed your own destruction because you people voted for your own destruction, man. Okay. Let this play.
Who has heard the poem called The Snake? So I have it. Does anybody want to hear it again? You sure? Are you sure? Okay. So let's dedicate this to General Kelly, the Border Patrol, and the ICE agents for doing such an incredible job. Right? This was written by Al Wilson a long time ago. And I thought of it having to do with our borders and people coming in. And we know what we're going to have. We're going to have problems. We have to very, very carefully vet. We have to be smart. We have to be vigilant. So here it is, the snake. It's called The Snake. On her way to work one morning, down the path along the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor, half-frozen snake. His pretty colored skin had been all frosted with the dew. Poor thing, she cried, I'll take you in, and I'll take care of you. The border. Take me in, oh tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, oh tender woman, sighed the vicious snake. She wrapped him up all cozy in a comforter of silk and laid him by her fireside with some honey and some milk. She hurried home from work that night, and as soon as she arrived, she found that pretty snake she'd taken in had been revived. Take me in, oh tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, oh tender woman, sighed that vicious snake. She clutched him to her bosom. You're so beautiful, she cried. But if I hadn't brought you in by now, oh heavens, you would have died. She stroked his pretty skin again and kissed him and held him tight. But instead of saying thank you, that snake gave her a vicious bite. Take me in, O tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman, sighed the vicious snake. I have saved you, cried the woman, and you've bitten me, heavens, why? You know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm going to die. Oh, shut up, silly woman, said the reptile with a grin. You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in.
Shalom. I would like to.
So yeah, people, had no idea, okay, that they was the woman, okay, and this government, all right, that Trump is bringing in, which he's introducing you people to a technocracy, man. That's why you see Elon Musk, okay. You got these war hawks, Mark Rubio. You got these pro-Zionists, okay, that are all about censoring and punishing anyone that's what they call anti-Semitic, okay. So, these people have no idea what they just let in, okay, and they're not gonna realize until what they're bitten, and their ultimate bite gonna be that sea hip. So let's get this real quick in Sirach 12, and then we're gonna get the order out of chaos. All right, being engineered. And like I said, you can break it down, Lamont. I'm just going to it, and then whatever. It's Sirach 12 and 10. It said, "Never trust thine enemies, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if he had his white a looking glass." Okay, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away.
I mean, at the end of the day, Trump would get on the news, these platforms, and he'll speak softly. He'll tell you how wrong he was done by the Biden administration. He'll tell you how much he did when he was in office. He'll convince you that he's the best way to go. He's the best option for America to be this great country again. He rub you up and rub you down. He tickle your fancy. He massage all these lies into your brain, and people accept it and believe that he's gonna do what he's gonna say, only to realize and come to the fact of the matter is that he's the same devil. That he was when he was first in office. He's the same devil, just repeating the cycle of these other devils that have been in office. He's just gonna be going further with his wickedness, man, with his deceit, with his lies. Because what? Everybody done cleaned the window before, man. I don't give a damn how much you wipe and scrub that glass. If you look at it from a different angle, you can still see streaks in it, man. You don't never just get it completely clean. So as much as he's pretending to be this pure-hearted and really concerned for the well-being of America, man, he's just another part of the system, man. He's just doing his due diligence on the left-hand side.
Come on, bro. And I'm gonna finish this in 12 and 13. It says, "Set him not by thee, least when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked." Going to that sea hip. All right, that corralment therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beast? You got it, bro.
God, who's gonna pity a charmer, man? I mean, if you go play with a poisonous snake and he bites you, I mean, you knew it was a poisonous snake, or you really believe that this snake wasn't gonna bring harm to you, like the poem he read. But nevertheless, I mean, if you check the transcript, you look at the history behind snakes. When has the snake ever been just this polite, nice animal, man, or a serpent. You know, I think it was the Elder Shaquai we were talking about it. People that have these pythons, they don't seem all aggressive and everything, and they lay up, you know what I'm saying, beside their owners and up on them. But what they're doing is measuring them up. So once they get a big enough size, they can, you know what I'm saying, know they can swallow you up, man. So, you know, if you're gonna trust any kind of snake, man, when it bites you, nobody's gonna feel sorry for you. Nobody's gonna be like, oh, we hate you got bit by that snake. You knew it was a snake. And the prophets have been telling our people, man, you Israelites, that these Edomites are not your friends, they're your enemies. It's documented in scriptures. Never trust thy enemy, man. The brother just brought out the scripture. But yet it's still, you trust them, you believe in them, you have this hope. Like brothers bringing it out, I guess Trump is your great white hope. You know, niggas are giving praise to him because TikTok came back. Like that shit is here to stay, man. But you know, hey, at the end of the day, if this is where your faith is, this is where your trust lies, then when the Lord brings that judgment on you by way of this devil bringing forth these draconian laws, you know what I'm saying, racking and rolling on you niggas, taking you to concentration camps, you know, cutting off your food, your water, and that's another thing. He's gonna keep fucking with Canada to eventually it's gonna be some kind of blackouts, man. All these things that the devil is doing is not to benefit or make America great again, man. It's to dismantle this system so they can implement their NWO as well as their Corona. That's all it's got.
Chaos.
No, you go ahead and read that. Hey, break that down, Lamont.
Okay, just going into that. I'm gonna grab a precept real quick, bro. Book of Isaiah, chapter 10, and we're gonna read verse 1 through 3. See if I can pull it up. This is Isaiah chapter 10, starting at verse 1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness like you, which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment. Go ahead, bro.
Right, because those unrighteous decrees are these particular laws and policies, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna be put into what's the word I'm looking for? Basically gonna be put into play, man. And they're unjust. They're not policies, you know what I'm saying, or decrees that's going to benefit the people, man. This man is gonna really start putting his foot on people's neck. Okay, he's gonna start bringing forth laws that's going to put a squeeze on people. You know, he's gonna bring forth laws that are not going to benefit society, and it's gonna cause people to start having uproars. It's gonna start people to get in chaotic behaviors. Okay, all this is the part of their agenda, man. You know, order ab chaos. You know, they create the problem. Okay, they evaluate and they come up with a solution, man. You got it, bro.
Come, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and read. You want me to get 2 and 3, or you want me to stop there?
You can go to the next, bro.
Okay,
well, you can break out something else.
Because they were going into those unrighteous decrees, and the Spirit had hit me to bring up one decree that they brought out, and I think it was October or either September of last year. Is going into basically they're doing it on purpose. They're creating this. They have this saying it's called order out of chaos. Mm-hmm. So
when we get that on them,
pull up on. I got that DODI too.
Yeah, I got that. Okay,
yeah, come.
So let me pull this up, dealing with the order out of chaos, and then this is a new definition that I know looked into. You know, but this is what's happening to the masses real time. So when you go to order out of chaos and you go under the tab, what does make order out of chaos mean? It said this Freemasonry quote doesn't mean that order emerges out of chaos. It means that the situation will be engineered into a chaos to achieve a certain objective, and and then the situation will be engineered again into order. For the unsuspecting masses, it will be as if chaos gives birth to the order.
That's it. They create the problem. Once they create the problem, you know, they see the reaction of people, how it plays out. And then, you know what I'm saying, once they see how much of a squeeze they put on people, how in dire need of people, you know what I'm saying, seem to be, then they bring forth the solution. You know, and up to the solution is gonna be that corruption. Because if you collapse the monetary system, okay, you got hyperinflation, people don't have no jobs, you know, and again, the money is obsolete. What are you gonna do? You're gonna either bow the knee and go down to Egypt for help by way of taking that prick, getting that corruption, or you're gonna have faith in Hashem Yahushua and sit still and believe that he is, man.
Come on, bro. And then it said they engineering the chaos. So they're engineering the division, you know, having people pick sides with these different ideologies. Then they're engineering the collapse of the economy. And then they're engineering the pestilence. They're engineering the famine, you know. So they're engineering all this chaos, you know. And then they're going to engineer a solution which goes into what? These smart cities. That's right. 15-minute cities. Right. Or as Donald Trump called them, freedom cities. Freedom cities.
I can add to what you said, too, bro, is you had said in one lesson how a certain group of them they're not going to even make it to those smart cities. Mm-hmm. Esau is preparing for a major deletion because if you look into DODI 5240.01, which they passed in September, they gave the Babylon the ability to use and delegate any resource they want towards anything like the dogs, you know, the robots, you know, any type of ammunition or arsenal they needed for anyone who wasn't with this new world order. They basically legalized the purge.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this, and don't be surprised, like when you think about these cities that are being torn down and resurrected or erected, it's only certain parts of those cities will be resurrected or erected. You know, if you even look at these movies in future times, if you notice like LA, I'm willing to bet it's only going to be a portion of that city that's going to be a smart city. Everything else is going to remain undeveloped. Because remember, they want people in a concentrated area, man.
With the dystopian,
yeah,
everything else going to be like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got this. Read that from Ezekiel 20.
Yeah, y'all can break it down, man.
Ezekiel chapter 28 verse 3. It says, "Behold, thou art wiser than David." Than Daniel, Salakia. There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
You got Lamont.
Bring it out again, bro. So I'm looking up the script.
Ezekiel chapter 28 and verse 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
Right, man. This devil, he's a wise man, man. Okay, what wiser than as say to his team. So he has the ability and what's the word I'm looking for? The technology and the access, if you will. The resources. Can't think of the word. The resources. So I have the resources to search out all these things, man. That way he can bring it forth to accommodate his agenda. You know, he can get the scientists, he can go wherever he needs to go. He can retrieve anything he needs. That's why you go back to Job 9:24, how the earth is given to the hand of the wicked, man. He have access to all the resources and all the means to try to implement his agenda.
Yep.
Hey, Lamar, think about that quote the priest just pulled up too. That Freemasonry quote. Can you read that quote again, bro?
Come on, bro. So this goes into what does make order out of chaos mean? This Freemasonry quote doesn't mean that order emerges out of chaos.
And that's what I really thought it meant. Order out of chaos. You know what I'm saying?
It means that the situation will be entered into a chaos to achieve a certain objective, and then the situation will be engineered again into order for the unsuspecting masses, it will be as if chaos birthed to the order.
And that's why the scripture stated too that you are or you have became wiser than Daniel. You have the technology as well as their inward thought is deep. And the reason why their inward thought is so deep is because they get their inspiration from the left hand of the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
How in the hell can this base man
Good.
become wiser than Daniel?
Yep.
It doesn't make sense.
I want to say Daniel had an excellent spirit.
Yeah,
on him.
excellent spirit.
And y'all brothers,
Yeah,
has- I got one more video. I'm gonna get. Block. Y'all had some.
Okay, real quick. Isaiah 30, 1-3.
Isaiah 30, 1-3. All right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30. Oh, you can read it, bro. Roll down. All right.
This Isaiah chapter 30, starting at verse 1. It says, Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Yeah, scripture say, "Woe to these rebellious children." Basically, it's 2/3 of our people, man, because hey, they covering with a covering of Babylon. You know, they putting on the covering of Esau, believing in his swore like this is their rest. You know, like Esau is their God, man. You know, and all these different laws and policies that's gonna come down, you know, the pipeline. Hey, you got our people, they room for this shit because they don't see the end coming, you know, they not hearkening unto basically the warnings, you know, because that covering Yahweh Shai is given out is through his words, you know, coming from the prophets. Let them know, hey, don't trust this man because it's ultimately leading up into Jacob's trouble, martial law, you know, that new world order, and ultimately what goes into the new world order, them being pricked, you know, adding that sin unto sin, you know, because our people are already rebellious, taking not counsel, but again to trust in this devil and his agenda and to be chipped, even though the Lord said don't do it.
Come, verse 2. That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, that strengthened themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Yep, just going back into the point, you know, they basically trust in the strength of Babylon, you know, which is really a Babylon gets like the brother was going to Babylon. These Edomites, they get their strength from the left hand side, you know, so that means they working with the left hand side. They believe in the left hand side of everything, man. You know, our people.
Come on, bro. Hey, and when it says "I have not asked in my mouth," it's speaking of the prophets. Because here it is, the Lord has given our people all this access to the prophets, or they have this coming board to ask anything they want concerning about the times we in. All right, and they're going to get a right answer according to prophecy, man. Okay, of what to do and what not to do in these times, man. So here it is, the Lord has given our people the resources they need not to get caught up in this shit, but they haven't even asked at the mouth of the prophets, man. They don't even care, you know.
The Lord scripture said they destroy for the lack of knowledge, you know.
Verse 3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Yeah, because when this place go down, they going down with it, you know. Hey, when you how about Shimon Shai, when he break the staff of bread upon this place, hey, these people, they gonna feel it full effect, man, you know. Hey, because again, this damn devil, this is gonna be an orchestrated famine, you know, like the brothers, like that order FL, what brothers get into. That famine is already orchestrated because these people, they already know that they already got the device that they want to put in you. But what means do they have to take to get you to accept it? You know, they already got that shit lined up, man.
Come on, bro. That's all you had on there?
Come.
Like you had something? Then I'm gonna get this video power shot.
Come.
What you got, bro?
Can you give me Psalm chapter 55, verse 21.
Psalms 55 and 21. Oh, you got it, bro.
Con, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
Con, and all this stuff that they are feeding the people, that the rest of the world believe, the rest of the nation believes, and 2/3 of our people believe. He's feeding them all these good sayings, these things he having planned. But again, with this plot they have, it's nothing but destruction. They plan to use the sword. They plan to come in hard with them draconian laws, with their military. You know, they have plots to reduce the population to
500 million.
Mm-hmm. 500
So that's
million.
That's over 7 billion got to go.
God, you see, it sounds good, but they ready to swing that sword down the people, because that is in his heart. It is that's his whole mindset. Is to get to this, you know. That's all I had.
And it's perfect because it segue into, because we finna hear some smooth words, you know. So we're gonna go into some of the highlights, about a 3-minute clip of these smooth words, you know. But this double, all right, because Trump is just a front man. Okay, he's a character, you know, that's set up to win the trust of the masses. Okay, so these elites, all right, can herd as many people into this NWO, all right, and the remnant that don't want to deal with it, he's just gonna bring the sword, you know.
The golden age of America begins right now. A recent election is a mandate to completely and totally reverse a horrible betrayal. From this moment on, America's decline is over. Those who wish to stop our cause have tried to take my freedom and indeed to take my life. But I felt then, and believe even more so now, that my life was saved for a reason. I was saved by God to make America great again. Today, I will sign a series of historic executive orders. With these actions, we will begin the complete restoration of America and the revolution of common sense. It's all about common sense. First, I will declare a national emergency at our southern border. Today, I will also declare a national energy emergency. We will drill, baby, drill. Next, I will direct all members of my cabinet to marshal the vast powers at their disposal to defeat what was record inflation and rapidly bring down costs and prices. Instead of taxing our citizens to enrich other countries, we will tariff and tax foreign countries to enrich our citizens. After years and years of illegal and unconstitutional federal efforts to restrict free expression, I will also sign an executive order to immediately stop all government censorship and bring back free speech to America. Never again will the immense power of the state be weaponized to persecute political opponents. Something I know something about. This week, I will also end the government policy of trying to socially engineer race and gender into every aspect of public and private life. It will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female. My proudest legacy will be that of a peacemaker and unifier. That's what I want to be, a peacemaker and a unifier. America will reclaim its rightful place as the greatest, most powerful, most respected nation on earth, inspiring the awe and admiration of the entire world. A short time from now, we are going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. If we work together, there is nothing we cannot do and no dream we cannot achieve. Many people thought it was impossible for me to stage such a historic political comeback. But as you see today, here I am. The American people have spoken.
So you see, he just pretty much dropped the R&B album on America, man. What you got, bro?
Psalms 10 and 4.
Psalms 10 and 4.
Whenever y'all get tired.
Got you, bro. So this is the book of Psalms, chapter 10, verse 4. We're gonna get a few more. You still want that Luke? All right, cause we're ending with that one, bro.
Come, bro.
We're gonna get a couple more based on what he was saying. So, the American people have been rocked to sleep. Trump was the big pacifier that was put in their mouth, man. Okay, this is Psalms 10 and 4. You read, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10 and verse 4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The power is not in his in Salakia. The Most High is not in all his thoughts.
And that's the point, because we know Trump is the wicked. He's an Edomite through the pride of his countenance. So when he was standing there today, look how proudful he was. And his thoughts has nothing to do with the Most High, because he didn't even touch the Bible. He didn't even put his hands on the Bible. That whole new world order is after the agenda of Satanism.
I got another quick one for you. In Revelation 13:11, it says, "And behold, another beast coming up out of the earth."
So who's the beast, y'all?
America.
America.
Babylon.
And he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
So what's the modern day two horns?
Republican and
Democratic Party.
The Republicans and the Democrats. So how did he speak as a dragon?
About his policy, draconian law.
That's it. That's it. So Trump is going to show, he's going to show that dragon-like nature this time around, this term. Remember, he did that speech about him being a snake. Well, he didn't say he was a snake, but he's basically symbolically saying that he's the snake.
He threw a parable out there.
Yeah, he threw a parable out there. And the people are who? Is that woman that believes on him.
I'll get there for you real quick. So we're just looking to draconian, because like you say, it sounds smooth, what he's saying, but it's going to lead to draconian order, So all these promises and perks and revival of America, that's just fluff to what they really want to do.
Yeah, because it's going to lead to eventually Revelation 13 and 16 and Revelation 3 and 10, the mandate of the Quran.
So you go into the word draconian, it says of laws or their application excessively harsh and severe. And it says, you go into the synonym, it says harsh, severe, strict, extreme, drastic, tough, ruthless, oppressive, cruel.
So is not this harsh, severe, strict, or extreme a save he unless he had the mark? It's not that drastic. It's not that tough and cruel, oppressive and ruthless.
Iron fisted. So I got one more, and then we can get there for you. This Proverbs 25:19 says, "Confidence in an unfaithful man in a time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint." You break it down, Mike.
Yeah, a broken tooth or a foot out of joint, man. It's what you gonna do? You ain't gonna be able to move.
It's
not gonna be able to function properly. It's not a crutch you want to clean it up on, man. Like you say, it's not unreliable. It's unreliable. It's not no solid foundation, man. And that's what people are gonna realize by dealing with Trump, man, having faith in him. That this man ain't he has not no one's best interest at hand except for the elites, man.
Hey, you want that Luke 21? It said what verse, bro?
Luke 12, 51 down to
Luke
53.
12. Oh, Luke 12, 51 to 53.
I got you. Oh, you can read right there. 53. Yeah. God, this is the book of Luke.
Oh, yes.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 12, starting at verse 51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on the earth. I tell you not, but rather division. Verse 52.
Keep going.
Come, verse 52. For from henceforth there shall be five in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. All right. Verse 53. The father, come on, I got you, bro. The father shall be divided against the son against the father, and the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother, and the mother-in-law against the daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law.
And one of the reasons I want to bring it out, man, because when they were just campaigning to run for the presidency, people houses was divided, man. I mean, if you were keeping up with it and looking at it, you had daughters who was talking about they was done with their parents because they was going for Trump, and you know what I'm saying, and they was voting for Kamala, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? People really just cut off contact or any kind of association with family members and friends because of who they was rooting for during this presidency, man. You know, when they were just campaigning. But now that Trump is in office, I'm pretty sure those houses have not got any better, man. And that's just on a small spectrum, man. But it's gonna trickle down or go up to these other countries, the cities, the states, just the people in general, because we already see what he's saying about, you know what I'm saying, the child support situation, the Canada situation, the bringing or reversing the Biden administration when it comes to being multiple genders with the alphabet community. He's gonna bring back just male and female, and who knows what else, man. He been burning that pen up, so who knows what else? But it's only gonna get worse and worse and worse, man. And it's gonna cause a great division amongst the people, man. And then who knows what's gonna when they bring forth this next demic, man. The rules and regulations that's gonna come with that. We see what happened with the first time it came around when everybody was taking a jump shot, going to the free throw line. People was divided, man. Households was divided. So the Lord is only gonna intensify the division amongst the people, man. So if you're not rooted in His truth and have that understanding, you know what I'm saying, that wisdom and knowledge, how about Shemi Al-Shai, via prophecy, you're gonna be lost in the sauce, man. And we're gonna see people be at each other's throats, man. And it's gonna continue to get worse. They're gonna start taking away particular perks. Again, the monetary system is gonna fail. Food is gonna be very limited, maybe be rationed out. They're gonna start coming down on people. Scripture goes into how the devil's gonna come down that great wrath because he had but a short time. We know that they are gonna come out the prophets, but the people, y'all finna get it too. This man NWO, we all know what they stand for. So it's not like your local neighborhood they just coming to. These people are trying to dominate and take over the world and hold it, man. So everybody is gonna start feeling the wrath of this devil, man. And it's all about where Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai, because he is the hammer of the earth, and the Lord is gonna utilize the devil to bring a lot of havoc on the earth, man. A lot of havoc. So there's not gonna be just peace in the earth, you know what I'm saying? We're not in that time of peace, we're in that time of war. Spiritual war, you know what I'm saying, physical, literal war, people have been in the time to kill, we're not in the healing stage, the scripture goes into it. So everything is gonna be chaotic, man. It's all prophecy. That's all I got, bro.
Tell them, bro. So just going into that word in the Greek to divide it, which is
Strong's G 1266. Dia Merizo.
You can read that, bro.
All three of them.
Yeah, you can read all three of them.
Con, this is an outline of biblical usage. The first one, it says a clever
To
or
cleave.
bro. To cleave, asunder, cut into pieces.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. The second definition says to be divided into opposing parts, to be at variance.
Yeah.
In dissension.
Dissension.
Yeah.
This is what's happening. That's right. You know, because you can have one house where you got somebody that's a Republican, a Democrat, a Christian, an Israelite. You know, it's so many ideologies that people are cleaving onto, and after a while, it's just going to turn into complete chaos, man, and civil unrest.
Right.
You know. But there was a point, you know, that just going into the happiness, man. You know, news and prophecy. You know, Lord will, we can touch on news and prophecy every week. You know, the times we're in, this heavy time in prophecy. So just emphasize on prophecy, man. You know, the first day, you know, there's no telling what we're going to wake up to tomorrow. There's no telling how the week is going to end, you know, but we're just going to be on our watch, you know, and pray, you know, that this is the year that the Lord does bring that destruction and that deliverance, you know, that we, all right, hope for, man, our expectation, you know. So with that, you know, we pray that you brothers and you sisters edify once again. We're going to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutation to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.